Radio. And today, I thought we would give organic readings. What is an organic reading? An organic reading is one where I keep it earthy, to the point, simple. And by simple, I mean I'm not going to fill you with all kinds of spiritual fad lingo. I'm just going to say it the way I see it. I also feel that uh, it's easier, I think, in this kind of business when people do not fill a lot of time up with jargon and they just keep it to the point. And that's what I want to do for anyone that calls in. Joseph may be a little late today, but of course, I am here, as always, to be able to give you the readings that you want. I also wanted to discuss something that I thought was a very fun reading. I want to say hello to Larry, hello to Linda, hello to Lindell. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I also have not checked the video yet, but of course, video readings will be available. I do check the chat on the side, the right side of the video. And I always ask, if you will, please, to give the video a like, just to kind of have some, I don't know, some support from you as I support you, even Stephen. And so today I also wanted to look at ancestral readings. Ancestral readings, if you read tarot, it can be a very cool layout because what it does is discuss your DNA, perhaps what anybody, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, would like to say to you as to why you may be getting some of the issues in your life right now. And I'm not talking about a love reading from grandma or a financial reading from great-grandma. I'm looking at what would grandma and grandpa and great-grandma, uncle say to you that you may be going through your own personality quirks and blessings that may be related to them. Now, of course, these would be energy readings, and I will go more into the ancestor readings. And for anyone that wishes to have specifically an ancestor reading, I will also go to that. We have Russ in the phone reading, and again, I want to say anybody that would give me your beautiful voice and let me hear that energy from your voice will be able to have a better reading even than those that are just inquicking. Because when I read for Keen and Best Psychics Directory, I am reading on the energy that is coming through on your voice. They always say to me, well, my name is Henry or Susan or whatever, but please don't get my name wrong and it's spelled like this. And I say, honey, you could say shithead and I would still give you an accurate reading simply because the energy that is coming through in your voice is what I am reading, not the spelling, not the specific way that you like to say it, but the energy from your voice as you say it. That's right. So I'm going to start with, and again, the number to call in for an energy reading from your voice is 602 666 6027. That's 602 666 6027. You can also go to the video and you can click on the chat on the side and I will check there to see if anyone is in quicking. But we will get to our little living room at Achieve and read from there first. So looking at Russ, Hey, Russ, how are you today? And what can I read on for you, bud?
Hello, Henry. I guess a little bit of an update. This job I got here that I've talked to you about a couple times, getting a little bit better, but I'm still looking for something better pay. I ended up having an interview, or still two interviews on consecutive Fridays here, the second being a week ago Friday at a place called Penske. And I'm just curious how that potentially looks. Because I kind of like it, and I'm kind of hoping they'd offer me it, to go there for a little bit more money.
Are you in a car by chance?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually sitting by some railroad tracks, so there's a train going by at the moment.
I was going to ask you if you could roll up your windows. I would be able to hear you
Yeah.
better. But because you know how it is when you're talking to someone on the phone, it's a little more difficult. All right, there you go.
Number one rating. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I just
Okay,
got a train going by here, so.
that's all right. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, give me the name of the first place again that you're interviewing at.
The place I interviewed at is a place called Penske.
P-E?
They
Pens,
own like
pen,
P E
pens.
P. Yeah, Penske. Penske.
All right. Thank you, Russ. So I'm looking at, first of all, what is it that they're looking for? And then I'll look at how does it seem you will do. I don't want to give any doom and gloom readings, Russ. So I'm just going to look at basically, it looks as if this would be a great place to work at because it shows they're looking for someone that has a vision of what they want, that can be able to handle anything that comes to them, that would be a little, oh, I'm not good. People or situations that maybe others can't handle and would go, oh, complain. They're looking for someone that can look above that with a cheerful attitude. They're also looking for a good team player, and they're looking for somebody, most of all, with loyalty that will stick around for at least a year. So when I look at all of these things, it looks as if it would be a great place for you to work at. Would they give you the money that you want and need? And if I look at that, and what comes up, Russ, says, I think the potential looks excellent. I think you would make more than you have been or had been. It looks, the reason I say that, I get the Empress, and the Empress usually stands for potential, fertility for, anything that you get into would indicate this is a very good place for fertile growth. It also shows that they are ethical and they're fair and they would treat you right. And they're looking for somebody that has the ethics to treat them right. So I'm going to say this looks like it would give you the money that you're looking for. It looks like it would give you just about anything that you want. Now, Russ, I really don't want to say yay or nay about whether they'll hire you, but if I look at what is it that they most want to see in you, I think most of all they want to see that you are somebody that is intelligent, that you are able to change and to learn new things and be flexible. And also they're not looking for somebody that's looking for, even though their pay seems good, I don't think they're looking for somebody that's going to demand a promotion right away. They seem to be looking more for somebody that can give them loyalty, good team player, a cheerful attitude, and I think they'd give you the money to be able to do that. So it looks good, and I think you have those qualities. Now, what was the name of the
Yeah.
second place?
Yeah. The well, the place I'm still at is Sterling. I did quit Walgreens. Well, I'm sort of trying to quit Walgreens. I did turn in my notice, but she does want to take it right away.
Okay.
But I'm still at Sterling, and I'm still at the gas station.
Okay.
So Sterling is the main job. Sterling is the main 40-hour week, and it's smoothing out a little bit too because I did have a couple of little chats with my boss and my mentor as well about not beating myself up too much because that's one of the biggest things I've been doing there is getting myself too worked up, too stressed out from trying to be a perfectionist.
You
So
know, the problem is that usually self-sabotages rather than helps someone, don't you think?
yeah, I've done that in the past, I'm sure, and that hasn't helped a few other jobs because I think the last one I had at the casino, I probably did that a little bit as well, which is probably why I'm not there anymore.
Yeah, I think that the most important thing for you to do is just to learn to relax, Russ. And I think that you can get this other job, and I think you have the loyalty, but you definitely need to be able to relax so you can have that upbeat personality at your interview that they're looking for. So if I look at the place that you're at right now, and it says, when you leave this job, I believe that they will be very disappointed because I think that you're one of the few people that knows how to work and knows how to take pride in your work. And do you have a female boss?
I do, and a female
With
mentor too as well.
Yeah, because she looks as if she's going to be crushed when you leave, and it shows a very disappointed woman. She seems to be looking down at you, not down at you, but looking at you as if you're going to be a hard act to follow. And most of all, she wants somebody that has that passion, that drive to be able to do a good job. So, um, one thing for sure, where you're at, you are appreciated. But if it's causing you stress to deal with people that aren't as good as you or can't be as perfect as you, honey, you need to relax because guess what? Very few people think like you, and you just have to learn to accept it.
Yeah, I had somebody. Yeah, I've had another person or two tell me that too. I recently met through a spiritual church that just started up here in Cleveland that's trying to get its footing. Where I met an intuitive nurse, and she basically told me the same thing over the weekend through a little text I sent to her on Facebook. She said the same
Hmm.
thing: learn how to relax and learn how to. So I'm working on that. I'm not quite, the last week or so, I'm not quite as uptight as I was. Still not where I would need to be, but at least I'm more middle of the road than I was actually even this time last week.
Let me ask you something. I don't know how old you are, Russ, but to me it seems as if the mentality of a lot of people that are 40 and younger, they just don't see the desire to take as much attention and focus and desire to please as 40 and older. And unfortunately, when you work, you're in a younger person's world. So learning to relax is not only going to help you, it's going to make you more relatable. So watch carefully. I understand if you're a worker and you're used to working hard and with impeccable attention to detail, it's very, very hard to relate to people 40 and younger that do not. But on the other hand, if you don't, you'll be seen as that
And then when we got
you'll be seen as that old fuss budget that can't seem to relax. You need to try to be more relaxed to relate to the younger generation and also to be healthy for
Yeah, so something I
yourself.
definitely got to learn how to, because it's just, because sometimes, because at least as far as the work stuff goes, I can't, it is kind of hard for me to relax and stuff if I don't do as well as I should. I'm sure I was
Right.
probably like that in previous jobs as well. So I just got to go out and figure
Yes.
out how to do it.
You can do it. You just go into your browser and look up hypnotherapy for relaxation. Sometimes they may be a little bit of money to upload. Make sure that you find a sample of the voice that's giving you a relaxation session. Um, you can find some that really have a pitch in their voice that sends you into that sweet spot for relaxing. But there's also voices that have no business giving hypnotherapy that whine or sound yelling, and those are not the voices you want to upload for relaxing. But you can find them and have your own personal little recording to listen to in your car or before work or after work, and it will help you to relax. Okay?
Sounds good. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Russ.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, we have Lindell from Michigan and says, hello, I currently work for an auto part factory and I feel like they are overworking me. Can you see if this will get better? Well, Lindell, I want to look at, first of all, how you may be perceived at your auto part factory. And that will help me to see if they are going to let up on you. So, looking at that, and this is what I get, Lindell, about how they perceive you at your job. And the first thing I get, Lindell, says they believe that you are giving unconditionally to what you're doing. So this is a good thing. Right side up, this would mean being charitable, giving only what you can, but because you feel sorry for people. But it's upside down. So I believe that they are definitely feeling that you are giving as much of yourself as you can, but you may you may want to try just a little harder, because if they feel you're at your glass ceiling of limits, I think I would give just an extra little 1% so that you are giving them what they want. I'm not sure if you left another job, Lindell, because I have a job that went upside down in the past. Was there something in your work history that maybe gave these people some kind of warning that you give only so much? Even when you're working hard, they're looking for it before it's even happening. Because it says memory connected to a job that may have ended or you have been laid off from or fired from. Everybody's been laid off from a job lately. But the main thing I see, Lindell, I don't know who this woman is. She is seen as somebody that can be a real nag. And I don't know if she's a foreman or if she's somebody that is influential in who she allows in or out, but she's upside down, which means be very careful about dealing with any female foreman that seems as if she is a little stiff-lipped and uptight, because she may be holding back. And it says the main thing you want to do, this is creative potential, but it's reversed. So I think, Lindell, what your reading is saying to me is that this job may not feel right to you. You're right. They are seeing that you are giving as much as you can, But I think you can give a little more, Lindell. I mean, I understand you're uptight and you feel they're working you to death, but it also seems as if these people are either feeling that you can't do any more than you are, either because of a work history or maybe ageism. I don't know what it is, but I would give an extra 1% of your energy level. Be careful of a tight-lipped female around you that may be holding back anger. And I'm telling you, Lindell, I really think that you don't really like this job, and I think you can do better. So my feeling is you may be better off without this job, and maybe you should start looking for something else. But watch out for that female that seems tight-lipped and could be holding back information about um, just something that she's got a gripe with you about. Thank you, Linda. We've got Linda from Massachusetts. Hello, Joseph and Anne-Marie. Joseph is not with us today. We have been having a lot of severe storms, if you have not read on the internet, in central part of the United States, which includes Illinois and Iowa, that we have been going through. I just got my power back a little while ago, so I'm thinking that Joseph probably got his knocked out. So I'm going to read for you. And Linda says, can I have a 3-month financial outlook? The more honest, the better. You betcha, Linda. I will be honest with you. This is organic reading, so expect the truth, good and bad. So, financial 3-month reading for Linda. And we're looking at that, and we have August, September, and October. Well, honey, there's only one bad month, and that's September. Here's August. August is seen as a month where I think you are seen surrounded by potential for money. It shows you in a work environment, other people around you, and it seems to indicate money can work out pretty well or certainly meet your needs. Here's the clincher. The full moon comes out and the dogs are howling in September. Be very careful of unnecessary spending in September. October, look at this, the lovers. Now that can mean that everything jives perfectly for you, or it can mean that somebody is going to help you out financially in a very positive way, which could be a bank, a mate, or it can be just all the dominoes fall in the right place in the month of October. That's your financial reading. All right, we're going to go to right here. We're going to go to Larry. And Larry says, and Larry's from Kentucky, hello, can I please have a general reading? Absolutely, Larry. And please know if anyone is in the chat on the video, please know I will get to you. I'm not there yet, but I will check on that. So looking at Larry and a general reading from Kentucky. All right, 1 minute here. We're going to plug in my computer. It's telling me it's going to close down. So we're going to plug her in here. I'm going to have just a minute. I'm going to read for you. While I fix this real quick, I'm going to play a little bit of reggae. And here we go. I think. Huh. It's not playing today. So, oh, I see. We cannot play that kind of music. Okay, let's look at Joseph's music. This is Joseph's meditation music. Should be able to do this one. Huh. Okay. I guess then let's try Bashar.
Hello, Bashar.
Andrew, you good day?
Thank you. Good day to you, too.
Speak up, speak up.
I shall. I just have a quick 2 questions. Do I have any relationship to the Palladian civilization?
Do you mean the Pleiadian?
Yes, thank you for the pronunciation. Yes.
And the next question?
Oh, yes. If I could ask if there's any information coming through from my spirit guides.
All the time. Don't you hear them? Don't you feel them?
Yes, I do.
Then why are you asking me?
Because you're right.
Well, it's a good question. Why are you asking me?
I was just asking if you have...
Why are you asking me?
I'm not sure.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I do. Yes, okay. Let me
It
think
means
about
you
it.
doubt yourself, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your honesty. Why do you doubt yourself? Why do you doubt the things that you feel?
I just question myself.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm always here and there. I don't know.
Here and there? Which here? Which there? Would you rather be now?
Yes,
All right. Would it be more joyful to be now?
absolutely.
All right. Does it really matter where the inspiration comes from? Yes, all of you have different kinds of connections.
Right.
All of you have spirit guides. They're constantly communicating with you. It depends on what you are capable of perceiving and picking up on. Yes, many of you have what you call extraterrestrial connections. You do have Pleiadian and Sirius connections, among others, as many of you do. But again, the idea is, how is it applicable in your physical life? If you are inspired to do certain things that are representative of your joy, then all the information you're probably receiving from them probably has to do with giving you more of an ability to be more of your true self in this physical reality anyway. So it really just comes down to paying attention to your inspiration and your imagination and trusting it, doesn't it?
Yes,
Are you willing to do that?
absolutely.
Why?
Because it's my highest excitement.
Because it is who you are.
It is who I
yes.
am.
Is this answering your question?
Most definitely. Thank you so much.
Does it answer mine?
Does it answer your question?
Yes. Why do you doubt yourself?
I don't anymore.
Thank you.
I really don't. That's what I needed. Thank
Now,
you.
one moment. Please understand,
Okay.
as this connects to what we talked about
So
in terms of
I'm going
shifting
to
from
go
parallel
to the room
reality
here
to parallel
and look
reality,
at
all of you again, please remember that
Larry?
what you call your physical personality is just a construct. It's an artificial construct composed of definitional
I'm
beliefs.
not sure why. Oh, okay. Just a minute. Okay, so we're going to...
Say, I do.
Okay, so we're going to go with Larry's reading now. I have plugged in my computer. All is well. And Larry, here is your reading. If you cannot hear it now, it will be on your history page when you come back here. It'll be on. The first thing I have, Larry, shows partnership. Now, partnership can mean a couple of things. It can mean that you are currently in a relationship. It can also indicate that you are at this time maybe in a partnership with a business. Until I look at what comes up in the rest, I will know. The crossing this is time to be more selfish, Larry. If you are in a situation in which you feel someone is not doing their part, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a business situation, Your reading says it's absolutely important for you to remember to stop giving more than you're getting back. And if this is a career move, please do remember that it is important for you to train someone how to treat you by making them do their part. Don't keep doing all the work for them. We have loneliness. And I don't know what that means other than if you are having difficulties in a relationship or in a partnership right now, please understand that you are in a situation where you feel like you're on the outside looking in. This can be very frustrating if you feel that you care about somebody, but they're not giving back. It can also be frustrating if you're in a job in which you feel like you just would like a little bit of appreciation, just a little bit of gratitude, but find that you always feel like you're on the outside looking in. The past, Larry, shows that you were in a situation right side up. This would mean anxiety, sleepless nights. But it's upside down, which means the meaning is reversed for the past, which indicates that in the past, you actually were pretty stress free. Things seemed to be going all right before the virus. Things seemed to be going okay for you, and you didn't have much worry. The future, Larry, shows you winning again. And it says, you need to make sure that you are the one winning. Don't let somebody else be the winner. Remember, if you're giving more than you're getting back and someone else is reaping all the benefits, then they're going to be the winner. But if you remember that if you're the one giving all the time, all the energy, you deserve to be the winner. The winner is up to you, Larry. Which one are you going to be? Are you going to be the loser and keep on giving more than you're getting back? Or are you going to be the winner? In the future, I show, Larry, I'm going to be honest with you. Right side up, this means adventure, travel, the world, and it's showing me that in the future, boink, it's upside down. This can mean two things, Larry. It can mean if you are doing really well, don't keep imagining that within a, what was it? Don't imagine that in 1 month or in 2 months or 3 months even, you're going to be rolling in the dough or you're going to be married or you're going to be suddenly finding yourself stress free. Treat each month, each day, as if it's a part of a puzzle you're fitting together. Today's winner, today's winning doesn't mean that tomorrow will be. You have to play this, especially during the virus, that things could change in a dime. So make sure that in the relationship situation, you're not ending up the person that's the loser because you gave more than you got back. Do not allow yourself to let yourself just be trodden on. You need to remember in this world, especially right now, if you don't speak up, if you don't take your bitch pill, if you don't be the warrior, you're going to be trodden on. But Larry, you can change this. I'm shown, Larry, that a legal issue, and if this is about a divorce, or if it's about something that you feel is impending that you want to take action on, it's important to remember that you don't want to have to deal with anything like that. Sometimes it's easier just to let things happen the way they do. But Larry, don't do that because it says if you do that, you're going to find that when you expect that people will treat you fairly, whether it's a divorce, whether it's a legal issue, whether it is a career, don't always expect that, Larry. Sometimes the nicest people in the world get stepped on. Your reading says that one of the things you need to stop being, this is the fixer. This is the codependent. This is the person that always fixes everybody else. Boink, it's upside down, Larry, which indicates that you need to stop fixing everybody. You need to stop finding yourself in broken relationships, broken friendships. Do not be the person that always fixes everybody else or makes the problems all better. Because remember, and I always say this, Jesus and Buddha could heal the wounded, but they didn't bring them home with them. So, Larry, if you find that you constantly are attracting broken people or the people giving broken people a chance, it's important that you remember that it's not your job. We are in tough times, Larry, so stand up for yourself. And last of all, Larry, it says, if you've got a broken heart, or if you feel that you're always worried about whether you're going to be hurt or whether you're going to have somebody else hurt you, please understand that the most important thing you can do is just be strong. Do what you can to make your life easier, but don't go out of your way for everybody else. In doing that, you're only going to be stepped on. So this is time to toughen up, Larry, at least until the virus is done. And if you're looking for love and you're giving to all those wrong, broken people, please understand that's not helping you. Red flags need to wave. It isn't your job to give everybody else a fair shot when no one else will. Yes, it's great. It's compassionate. It's loving. But you have to be getting back. Make sure it's 50-50, Larry. All right. That's what I have on that. So, Larry, yes, things are going to work out great for you as long as you remember to toughen up. Jan is saying, hi, Anne-Marie. May I have a reading on anything that comes up? Yes, you may, Jan. And thank you for coming up, as usual. Our weekly friend here at Tarot Joy. And when I look at what comes up for Jan, the first thing that comes up on you are you about ready to walk away from something that once belonged to your family? Are you about ready to upset the apple cart? This is not the same as right side up. Right side up means happy family, sticking with energy and territory that is going to make you feel stable, but it's upside down, which means that you may be leaving something that once belonged to family or once is a familiar property, and I'm showing you walking away from that. Here is you walking away from it. So when you walk away from something that you've had a long time, whether it be an old house or whether it be an old job or whether it be a dynamic that you always used to use but no longer is functional, I'm going to tell you, be prepared. I think there's challenges ahead, but you're a winner. So Jan, this is a great time for you to get rid of anything that used to be in your life that no longer seems relevant. Get rid of the irrelevant. Get rid of the things that no longer complement your lifestyle. This is time to be one with change. I have noticed around my town that people are moving and buying houses up like crazy. And it seems to me that, I wonder, isn't this supposed to be a time where everybody's broke during the virus? But actually, what's happening is that people are snatching up things that people are getting rid of for super cheap. Housing, things that people want to get rid of during their bad times. It seems like there's a lot of foreclosures. And I would say if you're in a buyer's market of houses, selling or buying, I think you're going to find that you have um, a fast buy and a fast sell. So it looks like real estate wise, if you're leaving something, that's great. I'm going to look real quick at my room here to make sure that I do not have anybody that may be in the video. Hold on just a second here. And please remember that anybody that is in in our room, in our video room, if by chance you were not, whoops, choot, choot, um, I'm going to make sure that you get your reading. And we have Positive Life. Hi, may I ask? Ashika, hey. Hey, guys, if you have any questions, please do give me Ashika or Positive for Life. I am looking at you right now, and I am seeing you. And if you have questions, please do ask. So ask your questions, guys. Ask away. What's your question? And I will look back at Ashika and Positive Life. Okay, Positive for Life says, is everything working out in my highest good for me? Take my youth courses for this week, fall youth courses. Okay, I'm going to stick with Positive for Life. I'm going to look at a um, month by month reading for you just to see what seems to be coming through, because I don't have a lot of information here about what are your youth courses. Um, if you have a specific youth course for me to read on, then please list what it is. Otherwise, I'm just going to do uh, a 4-month reading for you. I have August, September, October, and November. I see no problems for you in the month of August. This would indicate that you are going to be fine. If that is pertaining to plans for youth courses, then I would say it all looks great. September is a weird month. I'm shown that for whatever reason, you are seen upset in September. Okay, I see graduate school. And I don't know if that means that you have a grade that disappoints you, or there is a course that is not coming out ahead as you most wanted it to. But then in October, I'm shown that you are doing great in your graduate school classes. November, great. So I'm going to say Positive for Life. The only month I saw that you need to pay attention, because it shows a heartache, and I don't know what that would have to do with. It seems some disappointing news in your own personal life. Don't let it drag you down. Don't let it make you take your focus off your grades. That's what I see. So I'm going to say A-OK. You're going to do great in your graduate school. Looks good. Well, watch out for September. Um, Ashika, I don't see anything for you. So if you have a question, please do type it. I'll come back to you in a second. I'm going to look at the room to see what comes through here. And I have, okay, so Jan, I hope that helped. basically it was saying that you're leaving something that was familiar, and now it's time for you to move on, and you will expect to be vibrant and excited and feel as if you have gained new passion for your life. I see good things, Jan, for you in the months ahead. Okay, I'm going to go real quick back to Ashika. You're welcome, Positive for Life. And if you would, give the room a like if you got a reading. And I always appreciated that. As far as Ashika or anyone else, I will come back to you and see if you have a question. In the meantime, I'm going to take Anita, and she is in our room. So, looking at.
Hello.
Hi, Anita. How are you today?
Hi, Anne Marie. Oh, I don't know. Last 3 days I've just been tired and can't think or talk clearly.
I have been too, and I'm not sure if it's energy or Mercury retrograde or what it is, but I'll sure look at that for you. Okay?
Well, that's okay. I know a couple other people who said the same thing about the last 3 days. But I don't know. I was just wondering if you could give me, well, you could look at that. Well, give me an angel reading because it looks like
All right.
we're running from him.
Okay. So, looking at an angel reading for you, or I'll just give you a small general. How's that?
Okay. My most important thing is my family attacks me, but when they're around my parents, they don't, and I don't feel comfortable in this house.
I get that, so I'm going to.
I don't know if that's what's draining me.
Let's just look at what comes up in a general, okay?
Okay.
And
okay.
because I can't help the home situation. That's been going on a long time, and I think I'm out of answers on that one. But here's what it says. At this particular time, Anita, it says that you've been feeling more and more, guess what? Tired. It says it's kind of hard to feel like it's like you know how to get off the shelf. You feel as if you've got all these things that are begging you to pay attention to them, and you just don't know where to start. Your reading shows in the future, and just like that, it's like you're tied up with a prison around you. You need to try to fix that, and you need to escape that prison. And if that prison is the home that you're staying at, well, then you need to leave it. Your reading shows an insecure male in your life who seems to not know where he stands and where you stand, and he seems a little lost as to how to deal with you. In the past, it shows it's easy for you to make dreams and plans, and I think you had many good intentions, plans, and dreams in the past. But the future says you have a tendency to come unwound. You have a tendency to get all out of sorts about getting those plans started, which is why you always end up feeling as if you're on a shelf. Your reading says, Anita, you just need to get a fire under your butt. This would mean intuition, and is saying quit analyzing, quit looking for your angels to kick you in the butt, and just do it. Your reading says the one thing that you're also afraid of is if you start to work somewhere or if you find a job that you won't be able to keep up with the hard work that it takes. Your reading says physically that's because you feel like you get tired easily. Your reading says, though, it's you can make anything that you want happen for you in this coming 12 months, but get the fire under your butt. And the last thing it
Mm-hmm.
says is, don't be afraid of confrontation. And I'm not talking about your brother. I'm talking about the confrontation of getting a fire under your butt and just heading out and going somewhere, anywhere, but where you're at now, which is basically causing you to feel stagnant, unhappy, and tired. So, what is your reading
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's saying time to get going, time to do something for yourself. Don't let yourself get all worked up into feeling like you can't. You can't. You can, Anita. You just have to do it. Okay? Okay?
Okay, thank you, sweetie. All
You're
right.
welcome, honey. Bye bye.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Okay. Going back to, no, Ashika must have left us. So, Ashika, I'm going to give you a reading just because I have time to. And I also feel that you may come back in the room and see what it is that I'm reading for you. And Ashika, here's what comes up on you. Huh, you're an interesting person. Ashika, your reading says one of the things that you begin to be really hyper careful about, this is depression. This is depression upside down, reverse, which says to me that it's time for you to stop being scared that if you do the wrong thing, it's going to come back on you. The main thing I see is that you have gone through some heavy crap. You've gone through a real transformation, a real life change. Unless the death card means you lost somebody precious in your life or a precious pet, it means that your reading says you're having a really tough time moving on. You can't seem to do it. Right side up, it would mean the philosopher, looking for the light, looking for a way out. But it's upside down, Ashika, which says that you're having a hard time moving on. You feel that you need to move on and have a new life change. But your reading says you're so scared of being depressed and hurt. And it says that one of the things that you're almost convinced of is that someone in your life is going to hurt you, stab you in the back with lies and deception. So, or is it you? Is it you that is afraid you're going to do this to somebody? I can't tell you for sure, but I will say this. Communication is going to solve everything. It also may mean travel by air. So, time for you to transform your life, Ashika. Time for you to travel by air. Fly, Ashika, fly away from your fear of being hurt. Nothing's worse than staying with a situation just because you're afraid of being hurt or that you're going to hurt someone else. Better to move on, Ashika. And if it's about someone that's passed on, they've moved on. Have you? They are ready to let go. Have you? That's what I see, Ashika. I'm going to go back real quick to the room and see if there's anything else that I need to touch base on. And it looks to me like I'm good there. So, everybody, I'm going to just tell you that one of the things that I have in my blog today is an ancestor reading. I was going to post the picture today, but it wouldn't have worked out. So my reading, so that is a reading, and I'm going to tell you what cards to lay down for your ancestor reading. I'm looking at the, because I just found it and I think it is so cool. And here is what it is. You're going to lay down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in a row. 7 cards in a row. The card to the far right or left is what is your name and what is your relationship to me? Now, when you lay that card down, you don't necessarily have to have, Ernie or Betty or anything like that. What is the essence of that energy that is coming to you from that relationship of DNA? All right, I guess it's over. All right, we'll see you later. Bye bye.